Welcome back, everyone, from Epcot. Today, it is official. Virtual queue has been removed from both Guardians of the Galaxy and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now, Guardians has been on virtual queue since release. Obviously, Tiana's with the re-theme, they decided to implement it after Splash Mountain went down. So today, we are coming here to show you what it's like to ride Guardians of the Galaxy without a virtual queue. Now, just to give you guys an idea, it is about 10 a.m. right now as we are heading into the park. And the park did open at 9. You know, we didn't do any early park or anything like that right now. So we are coming in as normal guests, coming in at 10 a.m. to see what the lines look like. I think it was really packed this morning. So that's kind of why we waited just a little bit to give you more of an accurate representation, because it was a lot busier as everybody flooded over there. So let's go see what this is looking like. Again, very busy coming in right now. Spaceship Earth is 25 minutes right now. We might be in for a troubled one here for our Guardians. Okay, well, good news. We don't have all of the switchbacks being used outside right now. People might not realize that it's off virtual queue either today, because it is, I think, the first day that it's happening. But we can see that it is 85 minutes here, standby entrance. So it does look like we can get on pretty quick here, and it looks like it is 11, by the way. I said 10, it's 11. You can see by the lightning lane over there. So we're about 2 hours into the park being open. 85 doesn't seem like it's gonna be too bad. Again, nothing is coming outside. It looks like they are right at the door, which I always say is right around an hour and a half. So it's probably pretty accurate. Okay, so we just briefly walked around for just a few minutes, and I do want to point out it says 70, and it is outside. So I would say it isn't quite as long as I thought. We were stopped for a few minutes there, and now we are finally moving again. I wonder if it had broken down, but I did start a timer, so it was posted 70. And we're gonna see if we are just outside, how long does it actually take? And we'll kind of have an idea pretty much from the door in, basically how long or how accurate this line is from the standby. Again, this morning I was seeing almost 3 hours, I think 170 right when the park kind of opened, then it dropped to about 135, and now we are here at 70. Well, we are moving pretty good right now. Again, we have the timer going. I think we're just a little over 11 or 12 minutes, and we are on like the switchback ramp here. And yeah, I think we're kind of going pretty well. So hopefully this whole virtual queue experience will be pretty nice and seamless. One thing I do want to kind of mention though, this is kind of a not busy time of the year. This is the end of February. We don't have anything going on. It's a Tuesday. So just keep that in mind that this is only accurate for opening day. And I figured opening day would be a little bit more busy than normal for the virtual queue coming off and now being standby, but again, we're just trying to give you as much accuracy as we can here. I also should point out that we are wearing our Disney Treasure long sleeves today. It's pretty cold out, and I think it's like 60, and it's like breezy, and there's no sun. I'm sure you guys saw as we were coming into the park, but yeah, it is not very nice out today. It was raining all day yesterday. Oh, it's down to 59, or feels like 59, which, you know, that's pretty accurate here in Florida. The cold weather in Florida is always just colder because I think the humidity. I was just about to point out that a lot of the glass looks like it was cleaned, but this one is still a little dirty. But it did look like the other one was actually pretty clean, so they might have wiped everything down. That's one big issue when you have so much like glass like this. So many people put their hands on it, and then you just get like marks. I don't know if you guys can really see, but like right up front, you could just kind of see like smudges all over the place. But it was pretty clean in the other room, so I'll give them credit with that. Alrighty, well, here we go. About 30 minutes later, and we are in the first of many pre-show rooms, it feels like here. So yeah, we moved pretty well. And after just another few minutes there, into our second of 3 pre-show rooms.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Nova Prime Irani Rayal, commander of the Nova Corps. On behalf of all Xandarians, I hope you have enjoyed exploring the wonders of Xandar. But even we could not have reached you so easily were it not for the Cosmic Generator, an advanced piece of Xandarian technology that creates jump points, artificial tunnels that act as shortcuts, linking distant points in space.
As you are standing inside the lighted ring, you do not want to know what happened last time someone did not stand where I told them to, okay? Stand by for teleportation. transmission coming in.
Hey, what's up, Novacore?
Our cosmic generator has been stolen.
What? How? Why didn't we think of that? That thing's gotta be worth a fortune.
I am Groot.
Good question. Then who do you think took it?
Perhaps that really big man outside your ship. That is a big man. I need to alert Nova Prime. I'm watching Terrans from beyond.
Pre-shows are all done. It has been a while since we have ridden Guardians. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been, I feel like, almost months at this point. Obviously, being on virtual queue has been a little harder, but honestly, look how far we're going right now as we come out of the room. So I feel like this was not a bad wait at all. And now our time is going to be a little skewed because we did opt to get the back row. Nicole likes the back row, so since that's the case, actually looking at the groups, I think we're just lined up pretty well here. So we might be one train behind, but I don't even know because a lot of the people that are next to us, I can see were like right behind us. So I think we're actually pretty accurate. Well, as you can see, posted 75, or no, 70, I think. It was 85, bumped down to 70 or 75, and we have waited 80 minutes, or no, I'm sorry, 50 minutes, geez. And we are now next up, and with a back row request. So not bad, under an hour for a posted 70. That is pretty dang good. Yeah, operations have been really good today, though, I will say. So excited about that.
Well, okay, I walked onto your vehicle.
We'll be right behind you.
Nothing to worry about.
Unless we cannot stop this unusually large man, then you're likely doomed.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
It's been a while since I've been behind it.
Boys, no one's gonna stop rock and roll from existing. What have we done?
I think we're jumping back. All the way back.
All the way? To the Big Bang?
95%.
There we go.
The Big Bang! Keep up! We did that all the time. But here. Rocket! Anytime! Oh my God! Let me try this. Quill, we're here! It's about time!
Of course it is about time. Have you not been paying attention?
No. Yeah, well, nobody's perfect. It's Epcot.
Remind me to leave
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Now, I haven't done any coasters recently. Nicole has been hanging out with her friend recently, and she's done Velocicoaster, Iron Gwazi. So to me, it's been a while since I've done a coaster, and it felt super fast today. What about you, Nick? You said you didn't feel like it was that quick?
I mean, I love Guardians, and I'm always going to love Guardians, but like, I still don't even consider it a coaster in my mind. Like, it's fun, but I think after like Gwazi twice and Serengeti Flyer and like Velocicoaster, the speed of Guardians can't compare. So it was fun, but to me, it's never fast.
I mean, I disagree. I feel like it was fast today. We were back row. Also, you can see by the queue right over here, it's not even outside right now. And right now, posted 50. So pretty dang accurate for the 50 minutes, I will say. And it's probably going to be even less because we were about 50 minutes and we were just outside. So, I don't know. Love to see it, though. We are off virtual queue, and the park is still pretty busy. And I'm looking at lines across the board. So, I mean, busy, not slammed at any of the parks, but it's kind of cool to see now that if we wanted to, we could literally get right back in line and go ride again. Couldn't do that before. So now you can ride it without paying and without doing virtual queue. Nicole brought up a really good point. As we are leaving, the front of the ride has the touch points for virtual queue. So obviously, when you go into Lightning Lane, they have the touch points to scan in, but they also have them here and over at Tron for virtual queue. I assume they could take them out. I mean, I wouldn't imagine they're just like permanently there. I would think they could. But it is kind of weird because now you have like additional touch points that just are no longer being used. So eventually, I imagine they'll end up taking them out. Now, I do have a question because we're going to go check in on the construction. I can see a lot of scrim, a lot of just work going on over at Test Track. Do you guys think we're going to have virtual queue when Test Track 3.0 opens? Or do you think we are going to be able to just walk in? Because it is kind of a long queue, but I mean, what do you think? Are we getting virtual queue or no virtual queue? The topiaries are also on their way out. So this is kind of the dinosaur one over here. This is where Groot was last year. And it kind of gives some Jurassic Park vibes. Speaking of, I think we're getting a new Jurassic World pretty soon. You can see all the little mini Jurassic Park figures, or really just the dinosaurs. It's not just because of Jurassic Park here. And then we also have Buzz over there. We are getting ready for Flower and Garden. I think that's coming up here very, very soon. Looks like we have some construction workers up there too, quite a number of them. So they are doing kind of a little bit of an overhang here. I think it's going to be bigger. I think just the whole entry facade is going to be larger than it was before. And like you can see right here, the walls are all the way out here. Oh, look at this right here. If we can dream it, we can do it. Is it PPG? I was going to say, is that Procter & Gamble? I thought it was P&G, but no, PPG Paints. Do you know who said that, Nick?
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, he did. Actually, I think he said, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Right?
But
That's
we, so that's okay. Dreamers at work too. So yeah, construction going on over here. It looks like the cars are still out front over there. Funny enough, that's kind of bizarre. And then Test Track over there. So yeah, we will continue to see what goes on here. Hopefully this opens up. I think it's still supposed to open up by the end of the year. And I don't know what's going on the inside, but definitely doing some work out here. Nicole is just asking where Groot went, and he is over here now. Way better spot in my opinion. I think a lot of people loved this topiary, and now it is a little bit more up front. We are actually right next to Connections and Creations right next to us here. So kind of a perfect spot, and he blends in really well with the trees here. I think this is a better spot. I also should point out that Festival of the Arts actually is over right now. So it ended yesterday. So go figure. I do think we're gonna try something to eat here for lunch in just a little bit. We're gonna just kind of go hang out. I did hear literally just the other day that Club Cool has lost more flavors for samples. Like I think they're running out or something, but looks like they're up, so maybe they lied. Oh yeah, look, we are out.
In all of them.
Yeah, Dominican Republic, China, and Philippines.
And every single one, they're out.
Yeah, well, there you go. But Beverly will never lose.
Smaller?
No, I think that's about the same size.
Really?
I think so. What's your favorite one out of all of these? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really don't like almost any of them. One of them was the apple lychee, I think, was the only one that I thought was okay from Korea. But I'm not really a soda drinker, and I don't really like a lot of sweetness. But I would say I think that's probably the only one that I remotely enjoy. This looks pretty new over here in Creations. Looks like we have Sorcerer Mickey, the most magical place on Earth here. It's pretty all right. And then we got some ears for it too. And then more Sorcerer Mickey merch up there. So I think we got a whole wall of it. Yeah, wow, look at all this. All the Sorcerer Mickey stuff. So if you guys are into Sorcerer Mickey, got a new drop here at Epcot. Are you guys ready for the wildest hot take I may have ever posted on this channel? We'll find out in the future. The Disney coffee is significantly better than Joffrey's coffee. And I said it. I'm talking about like the bagged coffee. The bagged Disney coffee, it's got like the Disney characters on it, is better than the Joffrey's coffee. And it's not even close. If you don't believe me, go buy the French vanilla. It's got like Mickey on it. He's all like cool Mick. He's like, I don't know, hipster Mickey. Buy that, brew that, and then brew a Joffrey's. And tell me that the Disney one is not way better. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy and I might get some hate for that, but I think the Disney coffee is super, super good. And there you go. If you guys want a little tip, buy the Disney coffee. Asha is out doing a meet and greet over here. I feel like we never see her out here, but I think this whole like little pavilion is dedicated. So that is awesome to see. And I will say, another hot take, I feel like that song from Wish might be like a top 10 Disney song because it kind of is real good. I don't even know, what's the name of it? Like My Wish or like First Wish? Something Wish? My Wish? I don't know. But the main song there, it's super good.
Wish?
It might just be Wish. This Wish. This Wish sounds right. It is called This Wish, but also Disney. What's going on here? I feel like the barges are out way too early today. I feel like these come out in the afternoon, like late afternoon. I feel like they've just been out here. So are we just leaving them back out in the center now? Except I do see somebody out there right now, like up on the actual like podium of it. So I don't know, but I haven't seen them out this early before. Yeah, like Nicole just pointed this out. There's like not a lot of people walking around, which is also something to keep in mind when you look at the wait that we had for Guardians. It could normally be longer. Again, like we have no festival. It's a Tuesday. It's kind of gloomy. February, end of the month. Like this isn't a time that people typically are here. So I don't know, but I mean, this is pretty dang empty for Epcot right now. This is crazy. I should point out too that no ride is over 50 minutes right now, and Frozen is down. So I guess outside of Guardians was I think the 50-minuter, but now that's kind of crazy. So to have Frozen be down and to also again have nothing over 50 and the only 50-minute ride is Guardians that just came off a virtual queue today, that's kind of crazy, right? I mean, I feel like there should be a little bit more crowds, but I'm not complaining. Also, I forgot Grand Fiesta Tour is down for refurbishment. So another ride that is also down. Obviously not a huge people eater, pretty low waits and doesn't really get very long. But again, another ride that's not up and running and again, not very long lines. Well, we picked up, I don't even know how you pronounce this, Lofsy or something? Lofsy, I don't know. But it is a little dessert kind of treat thing here, I think. I don't really know. It's like, they said it's like a flatbread with cinnamon, butter, and what was there one
sugar?
other?
Like cinnamon, sugar, real butter.
So
But
we're
it's
gonna...
cold. I thought it was gonna be like warm. It's like a cold flatbread.
Yeah, I thought we were definitely getting something warmer. So try it out. Let us know what you think. It looks like it's kind of like pasted on there.
I have learned that I only like cinnamon when it's like a sweet cinnamon. You know, I've said it before, I joke about it all the time. It reminds me of like a mummification project we did in 6th grade. So this cinnamon is like the raw cinnamon. So I don't like it. I also think it should be warmed, but I think you'll enjoy it.
We're gonna try this out here. I could see like inside it has, I think it's just like a butter like paste. Like I think they pre-make it and then just like roll it on. But there's a lot more flavor in there than I thought there would be. But I see what you're saying. There is a cinnamon to it. There is like the real cinnamon versus a cinnamon sugar. Almost a little bit of like spiciness from that cinnamon. I do agree it probably should be warm. Maybe you could ask them to warm it, but I don't know if that's really how this is meant to be done. But overall, I can recommend this. We have stopped by the Japan Pavilion right now. And look at, they have eggs. They're little, is that a butt? They've got all of these fun eggs over here. This is hilarious. This one's like rocking out. He's just a vibe. I love it. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Nicole is over here looking for pearls. Well, somebody else is, but Nicole loves this, so she is intently watching. Oh, they're getting pearls. Oh, look at them go. They're rocking out, I think, every time they open up a pearl. You get a little show. Woo! You know, I do think this is pretty zen. It's pretty relaxing. I gotta give them credit. So if you need to come, you know, just let your stress out and relax, come try them out over here. Enjoy the Zen Gardens. I've actually never used them. It's kind of fun. They are full of little samples in here. This is a Buddha board. You just add water and enjoy drawing over and over. And then I think it'll just ultimately dry up at some point. We have all these different Kit Kat flavors here. And we're like, I wonder what they are. But you can always use like apps or, you know, like Google or whatever. And then check this out. So we're going to take a photo. And then it translates it there. So it says strawberry chocolate cake. So it's kind of fun. Don't forget, if you ever can't read anything, you could just use your phone. Smartphones, am I right? We are still just kind of putzing along here. And I think Nicole wanted to try one of these sandwiches from, I think, is it France?
Yes, it's like the ham and cheese one.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, I think she's been asked for it for quite a while. And it's always hard because there's always a festival. So it's kind of like, now's the best time to do it. I have found where all of the crowds have gone. they're here in the France Pavilion, and they're back eating the food. Look at this. I've never seen this before. There are switchbacks over here to get your food. I mean, look at them all. This is packed. Well, we have finally picked up fish and chips. So we didn't do the sandwich from earlier because the line was absurd. And then we tried the ice cream. Now we're doing a fish and chips here, but I think I need to point out, I think it's just fish and chips. I don't think it's fish like multiple. I think it's just a single fish and chips, because that is a giant piece of fish there that is just battered. So we're gonna try this out. We have yet to try it after being down here for like 3 years, which is crazy. Well, we have finished up our fish and chips. And Nicole, I want you to tell us, how did you like them? You know, you've been wanting them for, I feel like, again, forever, since we've moved down, basically.
Yes.
But we have had fantastic fish and chips from HHN. Probably one of the best that we've had just down here. Yeah, potentially ever. They were so good. I need your honest opinion, because we talked a little bit about it. Let's get your thoughts.
So I think I had in my head that ham and cheese sandwich, and like eating the fish and chips were good, but I think it was like I was so ham and cheese focused, it couldn't like reach the greatness level that it could hit. But I also wasn't crazy about how heavily breaded these were. It was like this massive piece of fish, and then you look at the fish and it's like 70% breading and 30% fish. So it was good, but I think the HHN ones are still like my number one top tier, like best of the best.
There you go. Yeah, HHN, still king of fish and chips. And obviously it's not year round, so, you know, we only had it that one time, but those were really good. Now this was really good too. Honestly, they were good. It was just the ratio. The ratio was really off for breading to fish. It was about 70%, 60 to 70% breading, and then about 30 to 40% of the rest was actual fish there. Well, I think the best way to end our day here at Epcot is going to be by coming back over here to Guardians and riding it twice. Something we have never, ever done. Posted 75-minute wait right now. It was posted 80 earlier, but then it dropped down to 50, and that was pretty accurate. It says again that it is 75, but it is still inside, which makes me think that it won't be quite that wait, but we'll see. Either way, this is super cool. We are now walking back in to line, no virtual queue. Now we're not gonna take you through the entire thing again, but we're gonna go ride. The first time we rode, we got, what song did we get our first run?
We had Disco Inferno the first time, so hopefully not that and not conga.
Yeah, we always get Disco Inferno and conga, so pretty much any of the other songs I think we'd be okay with. We both said I think we wanted Iran. We haven't had that in a little while. Feels like it might be a good vibe. So let's hope for Iran today. Well, after all said and done, we're gonna be at 45 minutes. And funny enough, we got row 10 again, and we didn't even request it. That's just where we got. So yeah, 45 minutes on a posted, what was it? 75?
Yeah, 75, so 30 minutes left.
Yeah, not too bad. This line definitely moves. So if it is basically all the way to the edge, basically going outside, you can imagine 45 to 50 minutes. There you go. One last ride before the night is over. I guess the day is over. It's only 4 p.m. Well, again, 45 minutes on a posted 75. I wonder what it's at right now, but that's crazy. We've waited today a total of 50, so what, 95 minutes or so? Like, that's not bad to get 2 rides. So about an hour and a half for 2 rides, a little over, I guess, for 2 rides on Guardians. So virtual queue gone. Not a bad gig, not a bad gig. And I think, what's it at right now? 60, I think, right now?
One more time.
But I'm telling you, if it is inside of the door, as long as you're inside that door and the line moves, I don't want to, you know, if it breaks down or whatever, it's different. But if the line moves, you can get that done in about 50 minutes. Well, what a nice trip here to Epcot. Thankfully, now the sun's coming out, of course. The breeze is starting to hold up just a little bit. Temperature's going up just a hair, right as we are finally heading out. Kind of crazy. Overall, though, crowds not really that bad today. Some of the lines said that they were kind of long, and even Guardians was showing over an hour for a lot of the day, but we did not wait more than 50 minutes all day for that. So that was really nice. Had some food, relaxed, enjoyed our time around the park. What a great day for Epcot. That will be it for us here at Epcot. Again, testing out virtual queue. I did see over at Magic Kingdom that Tiana's was at like 40 minutes, so I think that one's going to be pretty easy to get on too. I'm not going to lie. I thought that virtual queue being removed was going to be like a nightmare for Guardians, and today it was not bad at all. So my only thought would be that maybe people with the virtual queue weren't coming back at their return time and ultimately backing up certain times and making it kind of a bad system where now if everybody can just kind of come in whenever, it kind of just evens out the crowd throughout the day instead of people like trying to fit it into their schedule when their callback comes and everything like that. So maybe this is actually going to be really good for Guardians, or it's just a really slow time today and this isn't a super accurate representation. Hopefully it's the earlier one and not the one where it's not accurate. But either way, hopefully you guys were able to kind of see that. Again, I do think being a local virtual queue is something that I think is really good because like we can just plan for it in the future and kind of just be like, okay, like, yeah, if we didn't get it today, we'll just get it tomorrow or whatever. But if you're coming for like your once in a lifetime trip and you don't get the virtual queue, that's pretty rough. So I could definitely see why removing it will now be a huge positive. But I thought again that the lines would reflect that. However, they didn't totally. So I'm in the wrong there, and it definitely seems like removing it is actually going to be super, super good. I've been advocating for it in general, just for like a year now. I was like, you know, a lot of people that are coming here and missing virtual queue, it just doesn't make sense for them and it kind of stinks. So, and especially because like, I don't know, Tron was off virtual queue pretty dang quick. I was just expecting them to take this off a lot earlier. Now we're here, and you know, it's nice. And standby tends to be, like I said, pretty consistent throughout the day. So, I mean, again, they both kind of have ups and downs, but I think for now, I'm pretty happy that anybody can come ride Guardians, because I did hear a number of times how people were not able to ride it because the Lightning Lane sold out and they were not able to get the virtual queue. So now it's just a great opportunity for anybody that's coming to Disney to ride this, and just, if you want to wait, you wait. And now you guys kind of know, if it's basically inside that door, expect to wait about 50 minutes, assuming the line moves quick. Don't know what it would look like on the outside. Again, I did see this morning, we were upwards of like 3 hours. So that could always change depending on like where things are at. And again, we came at like 10 or 11. And I think that's fine. So if you guys come not at rope drop and you don't expect to like hit it right away, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll wait about an hour. Again, times of the year can change that. But honestly, I'm pretty happy about it. Either way, if you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe so you are notified anytime we release any more content like this. Lots of stuff coming in 2025 and beyond. A lot of stuff will be coming for Epic Universe. If you guys are not aware, Epic Universe will be opening the brand new theme park here in Orlando, Florida, May 22nd. We'll be there opening day. Make sure to tune in for that as well. Again, a lot of stuff still going on before then, but that is kind of the big thing that is looming in the future here. I just wanted to say thank you again so much for hanging out with us here today. It was a lot of fun, a good little day here, and just thank you so much for being here.